Hello everybody, Shadow here, and welcome back to Pokémon Violet! So, as a disclaimer, this is probably going to be an episode filled entirely with classes. We're going to try to get through as many as we can. I probably will not be reading all of the dialogue, to hopefully get through them a little bit faster. And even after that, we might just cut out some. We'll see. But we're going to start with history because I just want to get that done. So, because we're already halfway through it. Okay. Unraveling the marvels of history. Imagine your ability to concentrate has been derailed by my midterm. Changing things up. Okay. Old fairy tale. There was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. Treasure from other countries. A merchant from the east heard rumors of this king, came to meet him. Okay. Laid out 4 treasures. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Okay. I would think wooden planks for writing on? Well, I don't actually know. I feel like medicine, that wouldn't be correct. I feel like it's got to be one of these two. Handheld electronic devices. Sorry. Okay, wooden uses writing medium. Okay, fair enough. Okay, getting the questions wrong doesn't really change anything anyway, I don't think. So, must have been superb quality or profound teachings. Okay. Terrible disaster rained down on his castle. Oh dear. Okay. Cool. Again, not going to be reading a lot of the dialogue because I want to try to get through it quickly. Alright. Okay, we're talking about the Great Crater again. Paldean Emperor, group of explorers, claimed to have reached its depths. Area Zero Expedition. Paldea's best and brightest. Okay. Author and brilliant natural historian, Heath. Okay. Area Zero Expedition. Hooray! Making up for last time. Can be found in the bookstores and the like even today. Okay. The Violet Book. I see. Can never be thought of as real. Masses began to call Heath a liar. Fascinating. There's a copy on one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Okay. Cool. Okay, last class. I shut up there. I suddenly stopped talking because I want to try to cut out the loading screens and stuff. Just make little tiny optimizations for this episode because we're trying to get a lot into one episode. Okay. One last time. Area expeditions. Okay. March towards the past instead. Sure. That is fair enough. Okay. Terrastal phenomenon. Technology behind Terra orbs. Okay. Supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths. Others continue to explore that area. Around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. Okay. Those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero. The light faded and the Terrastal phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. 10 years ago. Okay. Certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. That would be Turo. Okay. Professor named Turo unraveled the mystery of the Terrastal phenomenon. He discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather, the energy they emit, is what causes Pokemon to terrastalize. This led the professor to invent Terra Orb technology and develop practical use. Okay, cool. Rumor has it that Director Clavel was one of the researchers on the professor's team. But I know Professor Turo as well. Well, his robot. Okay. So now we have the exam. Alright, time for our final exam. What is the area within the Great Crater called? That would be Area Zero. How many years ago was this academy founded? 805, right? Which of these did not appear in the Paldean fairy tale? That'd be a folding fan, right? Which Area Zero expedition member wrote the record? That'd be Heath. And 10 years ago. Okay. Alright, what did we get? 4 questions to pass the final. 5 out of 5! Very nice. Alright. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes left. And we gotta go through all of them. We don't have to go through all of them. Let's get math out of the way. Well, hello! I guess for this first one, let's read the dialogue. So that way we get introduced to the teachers. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. My name's Thyme, and I will be your math teacher. Sorry to put you all on the spot at the start of class, but let me ask you a quick question. Do you enjoy numbers, arithmetic, and the like? I would say that sort of is agreed. Oh my. Thank you for your honest responses. Some of you may like numbers, and some may not. I think that makes a wonderful mix. But no matter your opinion on math, I hope you find yourselves enjoying our lessons together. I'll do my best to find a good way to match up your interests with all types of math lessons. Speaking of which, are you all caught up on your studies of Pokemon-type matchups? For example, grass is strong against water, and water is strong against fire, correct? Shadow, you seem to be good with Pokemon, so let me ask you this. Bearing in mind that water is strong against fire, if the move Water Gun hits a fire-type Pokemon, what becomes of the move's damage? It's doubled, right? That's right. I knew I could count on you for this, Shadow. Using moves of a type that your opponent is weak to is a super effective tactic, and multiplies the damage of those moves by 2. On the other hand, using moves of a type that your opponent is resistant to isn't very effective. It divides the damage of your moves by 2. I don't mean to encroach on Miss Dendra's battle studies territory, of course, but I thought it best to use a lively topic as an example. That can make math fun even for those of you who don't much like the subject, don't you think? Okay. So that was our first class. Great. I hope it's always that easy. Okay, shopping. Shopping, one of my own favorite hobbies, to teach you all about math. Pokemart. Pokeballs, they cost 200 each. Some thinking with me here. One Pokemon is 200. If you had 2,000 and bought as many Pokeballs as you could afford, how many would you receive? 11! That's correct. Well done, Shadow. With 2,000, you can afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokeballs. However, if you purchase 10 or more in any one type of Pokeball, you will also receive one Premier Ball, a special white ball, as a bonus. So the correct answer is, in fact, 11. You tricksty son of a gun. All right, Class 3. I don't know why I started talking so early, because now we have to wait for the loading screen. Okay, what do we got today? Fortune-telling, horoscopes, and the like. Okay, good luck is coming your way. All math while focusing on the topic of luck. Following phrase crop up during battles before a critical hit. When a Pokemon's attack lands as a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. It does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. Okay. What percent chance a Pokemon has of landing a critical hit? I don't actually know that. So this is actually kind of crucial information. 12% feels too high. I feel like 1 is probably the right answer. I'm gonna say 1%. Okay, 4%. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, a couple moves have 12% chance. Got it. Okay. Good to know. So now we gotta do the midterm. Let's see. How much does Water Gun do when it hits a fire type? That'd be double damage. How much damage does Razor Leaf do when it hits a fire type? That would be half damage. 11 Pokeballs. What percent chance does a Pokemon usually have to land a critical hit? 4%. How much damage does a move deal when it lands a critical hit? 1.5 times as much. All right, that should be all 5. Very nice. Okay. Time for Class 4. We did earn a perfect score. Okay, so what do we got today? Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how the word applies to Pokemon battles? Stat boosts. Okay. If a Pokemon uses the move Workup, attack and special attacks will rise by 1 stage each. Each time a Pokemon's attack or special attack raises 1 stage, moves affected by that stat will deal 50% more damage. If that same Pokemon were to use Workup again, will have risen by 2 stages. That means a 100% increase to damage dealt. Swords Dance, on the other hand, boosts by 2 stages at once. Okay. It'd be triple damage, right? Yeah. Very good. Right, right. Rose drastically. He's 3. Okay. Got it. Well, that's good to know. Okay, what do we got today? We'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. Okay. Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy. Okay. Tackle is 100%. Move Hypnosis. Puts opponent to sleep. Has accuracy of 60. I see. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump. Surf has a power of 90, but its accuracy is 100. Hydro Pump accuracy is 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. I'd probably use Surf. Right. Okay. Accuracy for power, or vice versa, is purely a matter of preference. Rock-type moves like Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Okay, saved by the bell, I guess. Alright, our last class together. Class with 40 students, there's a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday. Wow. Fascinating. So, calculate damage in this class to type matchups. Okay. There's an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon's moves. Yep. Okay. Rock type using a rock type move. Base power is 100, multiplied by 1.5 becomes 150. Got it. So you have a move with a power of 100. If a Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it, and it hits an opponent that is weak to that type, what happens to that move's power? So it would be 300, right? Yeah! I'm smart. Yippee! I see. I like that the Pokemon around the front desk change depending on what time it is. It's a nice touch. Alright, final exam time. How many Great Balls could you purchase with 3,000 if one costs 600? Okay, so 600, 1,200, 18, 24. Okay, we can purchase 5. If a Water-type move with a power of 100 lands a critical hit on a Grass-type Pokemon, what will the move's power be? Lands a critical hit, so it would do 150, but then it cuts in half because it's a Grass-type Pokemon. So it should be B, right? Under normal conditions, what percent chance to Stone Edge? That would be 12%. Pokemon uses Swords Dance twice. It will be triple. For Rock-type Pokemon whose Terra-type is Rock, Terrastalizes, that'd be times 2. Alright. Very cool. Well, that's nice. Getting that done. I have no idea how this episode is going to turn out. But, I don't really care. Really, if I Honestly, I probably should be either just cutting them out completely or reading them entirely. Because right now it's like, oh yeah, I cut back into the class for the question, but I'm not reading the rest of the dialogue that thoroughly. I don't know. I've made my choice, so I'm sticking with it. You're down here. Let's go ahead and talk to you to change up the pace. Why, if it isn't Shadow from Class 1A? Are you perhaps interested in the rest of the old tale I told you in class? Sure. Huh. It is convenient that you would take the bait I presented in class. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. After obtaining these 4 treasures, the king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? Because these 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokémon. As these Pokémon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures, they slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. Finally, after coming in contact with the Rapacit... Huh? What? I've never seen that word. Hold on. Rapacity. Rapacity. Okay, fascinating. I've never seen that before. Finally, after coming in contact with the rapacity of the king at that time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. The king called for renowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country, and after a fierce battle, these incarnations of disaster were quelled. It is said that these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. Ah. So, what do you think? Would you say this story is just make-believe? Nah. Huh. Very astute of you. I have read many historical disaster reports, personal journals, and the like. There is much to support the truth of this story. If I am able to prove the story's veracity myself, I will be sure to let you know. Cool. Do you have another conversation? Shadow, the time has come. The cursed treasures, the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. They exist. And I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper of all places. Huh. In an interview piece with a carpenter, no less. The Pokemon wielders apparently used sacred stakes to seal these treasures in ruin, treasures of ruin in shrines. There is a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon, and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the areas surrounding each shrine keep the power of ruin at bay. Okay. Hey, I've found those. In other words, if all of the stakes of a given shrine were to be removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrine, Shadow? Yeah. Heh, a kind soul, I see. You are proving truly useful. According to a descendant of the Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. I'm sure someone as Pokemon savvy as yourself would have no trouble with it at all with that. You can choose for yourself. You can choose for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark the locations of these shrines on your map. Oh, that'll be actually very helpful. I'd rather go myself, of course, but skipping out on my classes to go adventuring seems to have made the director a little suspicious of me. Heh, you can think of it as part of your treasure hunt. Treasures of Ruin are still treasures after all. I hope you will investigate these shrines if you are at all inclined to do so. Okay, cool. Another conversation? No. Okay. Cool. Well... I'm thinking we maybe let's now that we've talked to her a little bit, let's switch it up. Go for another thing. Let's go home ec. Oh, hello. I see we have some energetic young ones in our class this time around. You may call me Mr. Sanguaro. Your time here with me will be spent obtaining knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life. Many of you have left the care of your parents to live here on your own in the academy dormitory. I pray that the knowledge I impart to you will improve the quality of your lives and the necessities thereof, food, clothing, and shelter. Isn't there a cafeteria here? Of those three categories, I assume the most pressing and interesting for you all is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your party Pokemon will be restored. You will also gain something called meal powers, which can provide all manner of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch or increase the XP points that your Pokemon receive. I think you will also find that the breadth of these effects can be expanded by crafting sandwiches of superb flavor. What's more, there is a certain something that is particularly important if we wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. Let me see. Master Shadow, tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more helpful meal powers? My choice of fillings and condiments, how fast I can prepare the food. My choice of fillings and condiments? Perfectly correct, Master Shadow. Perhaps you were already aware of this fact from having helped your family with cooking at home. Your choice of ingredients, including both fillings and condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches may help you gain egg power. Including numerous bitter ingredients, on the other hand, can gain you item drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects when crafting sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you can also receive meal powers by eating at restaurants. Fair, fair. I must say that I would feel the utmost joy if you all learned much here in my class, and came to better understand home economics. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Alrighty, nice to meet you. What are we talking about now? Okay. Not suited for use in battles. That's fair. You should make use of healing items such as potions. Okay. Anytime that you open your bag, one after one use. Okay. Unforeseen happenings are an inextricable part of traveling from place to place. You find yourself with injured Pokemon, but you have no potions, you are out of sandwich ingredients, and there are no Pokemon centers nearby. What should you search for when in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? Items on the ground. If you see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. Okay, cool. Berries. Yeah. Look around for shining items on the ground. Got it. Alright, now we're learning about PP. Power points. Don't get your mind out of the gutter. What happens to a Pokemon that loses all of its PP? You can't use moves. Actually, no. I have never run out. At least in this game. Right. It will only be able to use Struggle. Ethers and Max Ethers. Strong in the move to lower the max PP. Okay. Right. Cool, cool. Alright, next is midterms. Alright. Which is not an effective picnic meal. I'm gonna say increasing speed. Which of the following affects the kind of meal powers? Fill-ins and condiments. I believe Oron Berry is healing. Leandro wanted his Pokemon to decide on its own when to use its item in battle, so we gave it an Oron Berry. This will work as he hopes. True. If a move runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If a PP runs out of PP, it will only sit there in frustration. False, it will use Struggle. Alright, what did we learn about today? Okay. Topic of the day. Subject of meal powers. Enjoys the culinary arts. Okay. Pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. Okay. He is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. Okay. What should this young man do to increase the effectiveness? Arvin? He should make food with other people? Yeah. To increase the effectiveness, your sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, this may prove difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you'll be able to handle larger servings, a larger serving of bread. Okay. Fascinating. Ah, you slipped up. I'm sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft his sandwiches in the future. Oopsie! Right. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, performing field work, changes in coloration. They're becoming filthy. Okay. Right. Oh dear. What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Clean it up. Right. While you're having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. Pokemon wash. Fascinating. I've actually never done a picnic, so we probably should show that at some point. Bubbles will encapsulate the filth, and you simply wash it away with a spray of water. Fascinating. Okay, got it. Good to know. Some Pokemon do not like to be clean. Okay, last class together. Almost entirely on food. Clothing. Alright. Uniforms for each season. However, the students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they please. Okay. Cool, cool. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of your ensemble does not need to be school issued. Okay. Okay, that reminds me. Our Rotom phones? Hey! Correct. Fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. Delibird presents, where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones. Okay. Good luck to you. All right. Well, thank you for this bit of encouragement. Now it's time for the test. All right, let's do this. Which of the following meal powers makes it easier to come across shiny Pokemon? I'm gonna assume sparkling power. Which of the following is not an effect of egg power? I'm gonna assume it helps hatch strong Pokemon, but that could be wrong. What is a simple yet important tactic for increasing the effectiveness? Make food with others. What's the correct action to take when your adorable Pokemon becomes dirty? That is the Pokemon wash. This is a question about Academy rules. Should you change your uniform tops and bottoms to properly match? It doesn't matter. Okay. I actually do not know how well I did. Some of these I don't know because I haven't done stuff with meals yet. So we'll have to see. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, cool. So right now we have 4 classes left. I think we're gonna wait for now. We're going to okay. I would like to go talk to some of the teachers. So let's just spend some time getting to know them better. You know? Hello! Welcome to the home economics classroom. I consider this to be my very own castle of sorts. Master Shadow from Class 1A. Rumors of your activities always seem to be bombarding me from all sides. My activities? Indeed. People from all over have been talking about how strong of a battler you are, and the amazing Pokemon you take along with you. You are quite the object of everyone's interest, though I imagine that may be a bother for you. It's probably fine. I don't mind it. The home economics classroom is something of a place of rest for the Academy students, you see. Here they delight in sharing the latest gossip and the like while enjoying a light snack. You come up quite often in those talks recently, Master Shadow. So much so that I find myself intrigued. If it is not a burden for you, I would very much enjoy having you come see me again sometime. Alright. Will do. And by will do, I mean right now. Please feel free to relax and unwind if you wish. No need to concern yourself with me. Okay, so that means he's probably... Yeah, okay, so now he's in the cafeteria. Let's go chase him down. Get back here, I want to talk to you. Hello, Master Shadow of Class 1A. It has been some time since we last met. Approximately 30 seconds, but details. Are you here to eat as well? Yep, I'm starving. Excellent. You shouldn't battle on an empty stomach. I myself am here to survey the student cafeteria, let's say. I am observing the nutritional content of the food that our students partake of on a regular basis. One item on the menu here that I am particularly interested in is the peanut butter sandwich. It is sweet and quite delicious. Yes, perhaps I will order one right now. Oh, look, it's Mr. Sanguaro. He's so fashionable and cool. I guess the teachers come to the cafeteria too, huh? Do you think he'll have an egg sandwich? No way. If he gets anything here, it'll definitely be something spicy, like the 5-alarm sandwich. Ah, he's so cool. He'll definitely get that wild and spicy 5-alarm sandwich. Could I have a 5-alarm sandwich? I do enjoy the thrill of spicy food. No, have a peanut butter sandwich. Yes. You suggested I have a peanut butter sandwich, Master Shadow. I suppose I shall have to try one, if you insist. Phew, I saved him. That was close. I almost forced myself to order something spicy, my least favorite of flavors. I thank you for restraining me, Master Shadow. It seems that the students tend to view me as fashionable and cool, or even, dare I say it, exuding a sort of brooding strength. I have a habit of acting in such a way so as not to destroy their image of me. I showed my true colors to you just now without thinking. Please keep this as a secret between us. Well, I'm glad I could help out. Alright, so now you're going to be somewhere else. That is fair enough. Are you back in... You're not back in the home ec room. Okay, you're in the staff room. So let's go to the staff room, because then we can get 2 conversations out of the way at once. Hello, hello. Ah, Master Shadow. There is something that I would very much like to ask for your help with. What is it? Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but I hear rumors of an incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I absolutely must experience that ambrosial sweetness for myself. You are the only one who knows of my insatiable sweet tooth. Thus, I have no one else I can turn to for help in this matter. Okay. I cannot go looking for this condiment myself, lest I destroy the image students have of me. I will repay you for your troubles, of course. Give it some thought if this piques your interest. In the meantime, I will gather what information I can about this incredibly sweet condiment. I will share what I find with you as soon as I have more detailed information. Okay. I can look for it. Alright. Hello, hello. Now to talk to you. Oh my, if it isn't Shadow. Hello there. Do you perhaps have a question about class? All good, no questions. I'm glad to hear it. Then perhaps you won't mind a little quiz. Flying-type Pokemon are weak to Rock-type moves. When a Rock-type move hits a Flying-type type Pokemon, what becomes of the move's damage? It's doubled. Yes, that's right. The correct answer is that the move's damage is doubled. Miss Time! Miss Time! Oh my. I see one of my more energetic students is here to see me. You'll have to wait your turn, dear. There is only one of me after all. Miss Time, is it true that you are a gym leader? That is indeed true. I'm quite the strong battler, you know. Wow, that's so cool. Why'd you quit? So, you want to know, do you? I might be persuaded to tell you if you wait your turn. Okay, I can wait my turn. I sure can. I'm sorry for cutting our conversations short, Shadow, but I seem to be in high demand today. Feel free to come see me anytime if you have questions for me. Okay. Cool, cool. Alright, so now they're probably both in different places. They're both... Okay, no. She's at the entrance hall. The history teacher is also... Oh, hello. There you are. Oh my, if it isn't Shadow. Please forgive me if this is an odd question. Were you perhaps watching me from afar just now? I just got here. Yes, I suppose you wouldn't have been doing something like that. I'm sorry. Why? Do you get the feeling you're being watched? You see... Oh, how should I put this? Recently, there have been times when I feel as if I am being watched. Not by a Pokemon, mind you, but by a person. I thought it might be a ghost, so I tried asking my sister for help. She said it most likely isn't one. She's good with ghost-type Pokemon, you know. Okay, I was wondering about that. Perhaps one of my students is quietly watching me, waiting for a chance to ask me a question? Maybe? Goodness, if that wasn't an intense gaze I felt. If you notice someone with a sort of fire in their eyes, come tell me, won't you? If they are too shy to come ask me themselves, then I'll go to them. Alright, makes sense. Okay, so is there anyone creeping her out? Okay. Well, let's go look for wherever she appears next. In the cafeteria. Alright. And you're back in the home ec room. Alright. Cool, cool. Let's see. Ah, what are you doing back here? Shadow? You scared me. Are you here to eat? Oh no, I'm not here for anything food related at all. I was just walking around the entrance hall, and I felt that intense gaze that I told you about before. So I quickly ducked into the cafeteria here. Our cafeteria has only one entrance, so I thought I might be able to discover the identity of the person watching me if they followed me in here. Ah, someone's come just now. Huh? That's weird. I thought I saw her come in here. I guess I won't be able to ask my question today either. That girl. I feel like I've seen her several times before. She seems to be a student here, but I get the feeling that her question is not about her studies. Next time I see her, maybe I'll go start up a conversation myself. It could have been a little scary being here on my own. I'm glad you were here with me. Well, glad I could help, I guess. I doubt it's gonna be in the same location. So... Ah, okay, the schoolyard. Well, let's go see if we can get a hint about where the condiment thing is. Hello, hello! Master Shadow, about that matter with which I need your help. I have discovered the name of the incredibly sweet condiment. It is called Sweet Herba Mystica. If you should find it during the course of your treasure hunt, I would be grateful if you would share some with me. I happen to actually have found some. Master Shadow, have you anything to report about the Sweet Herba Mystica? Sure. Oh. Okay, so I need to like actually go and collect them, I guess. I suppose that makes sense. We can go do that later. I had figured there was going to be some way to gather that sort of stuff. Alright. Hello, hello! Shadow, help me keep an eye out, would you? I've set up a little ambush here for that girl who keeps watching me. She'll be here any second. An ambush? Well, you see, it's not very pleasant knowing she's just staring at me all the time. And now that I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. Ah! It's you, isn't it? You're the one who's been secretly watching me recently. Thyme? How'd you know I...
What's all this about?
I guess you must have noticed me. I'm so sorry. Well, of course I noticed. You were watching me practically all day, every day, after all. I assume there's something you want to ask me? Yes, I do. I've been a huge fan of yours since your time as gym leader, and I love rock-type moves so very much. Oh my. But you just suddenly retired from your post as gym leader a year and a half ago. Why did you quit? My goodness. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yes. Your reason for retiring was never made public. But it's well known among the students here that you just avoid the question anytime it's asked. I thought it would be rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer, so I just couldn't find the courage to ask. So that's why your gaze felt so very intense. I see. Forgive me. So very intense? Ah, never mind that. As for the reason I quit my job as gym leader, I simply wanted to focus more on my job as a teacher. It's not that I disliked being a gym leader or anything like that. Quite the contrary. Talking about the gym fills me with feelings of nostalgia and sadness. That's why I always avoid answering the question when students ask. Oh, I see. Do you have any plans of becoming a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister is doing as splendid as gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher most enjoyable these days. But since I am, in fact, your teacher, I would appreciate it if you would call me Miss Thyme. As students do, and not just Thyme. Okay, I'm sad to hear that, but I understand. Thank you so much, Miss Thyme. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. All right. Cool. Ha! That made me so nervous. I said so many things to try to sound cool. I was certainly a little scared when I felt that girl's intense gaze on me. But having you here with me allowed me to do what needed to be done and to face what turned out to be one of my biggest fans. I must thank you for always showing up at just the right time, Shadow. Allow me to show you my appreciation a little. I hope these help on your adventure. Okay. Rock Terror Shards. Cool. Very nice. So that's going to be it on that front. I think we're going to end the episode in just a moment. But one thing I haven't really acknowledged is between the last episode where we finished the story and now, I actually did go out and catch quite a few Pokemon. So let's go ahead and talk to you and see if you have already registered 200 Pokemon. Hooray! Wow! Pokemon from the mountains? Pokemon from the sea? Wait, what? No way! You even found Pokemon in a place like this? Sorry about that. I got a little excited there. My Pokemon research is moving along super duper splendidly thanks to you. Here, take this. Consider it my way of saying thanks. 20 Quick Balls. Very nice. You're a bona fide Pokemon catching professional, Shadow. For your next goal, it's finally time to go for a completed Pokédex. Aim for 400 species. Oh my. This is no easy feat, but I'm sure you can do it. Keep tossing those Pokeballs and don't give up. Alright. Well, very cool. So, I'm thinking that's going to be it for this episode. Next time is going to be another episode just like this, because we have 4 classes left. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to do the classes, and then we're going to talk to the teachers associated with those classes to get various rewards and stuff. In between episodes, I will go ahead and grab Herba Mystica, specifically the sweet one, for our teacher, so that way he can get that. We can finish that up. But that's going to be it for now. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down in the comments below and maybe leave a like. And if you want to catch the next episode as it comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe. But for now, that's it. So, see ya.